Hey everyone, welcome to another top 10 list, and this is a very interesting top 10 list. Yes, all you haters, come at me. This is the top 10 list of movies I like, but everyone seems to hate. Yes, after my review of the movie While We're Young, I had a little bit of negative criticism. A lot of people didn't agree with me, but someone commented below and they said, make a top 10 list of movies you like, but everyone hates, and then make another list of top 10 movies you hate, but everyone likes. So, I thought I'd do that. Yes, two videos. This is the first video. This video is the top 10 movies I enjoy, but most people seem to not really like these movies. I like all these movies, but a lot of people seem to really hate them. I don't know why, but let's explore that, shall we? The top 10 movies I enjoy, but everyone else hates. Alright, let's start with my number 10. And my number 10 is Les Miserables. Yes, this movie came out in 2012, and wow, a lot of people really hated on this movie. Not everyone. There are actually some people that did like this movie, but so many people freaking hated it. I don't know if it was the style. I don't know if it was because it was all this entire movie's just all singing. Maybe people just didn't like that, but I did like this movie. I did not like Russell Crowe, though. He cannot sing worth a shit. Yes, I am Javert. Don't forget my name, 24601. Yes, he was god-awful in this movie, and I didn't like Helena Bonham Carter, Sacha Baron Cohen. Cinematography was very blurry, and it was very sloppily handled. But it was actually a decently edited movie. Hugh Jackman was great, Anne Hathaway was great, and some other guy, Eddie Redmayne was even good. There were actually some pretty good actors, there was a lot of good songs, and I'm a big fan of Les Miserables. I read the book by Victor Hugo. It's the length of a Bible, I know. It's a great book. I like a lot of adaptations. I watched the TV movies, some of the old school movies, and read the book, and I do enjoy this movie. It's pretty loyal. They skip over a lot of shit, but I do like this movie. A lot of people hate it, but I enjoy it. I like Les Miserables. Do you hear the people singing the song the people song? Number 9 is Hook. Yes, Hook, Hook. Here's the hook, hook, hook. Here's the hook. Okay, yes, I know there's a big fan base for this movie, but that's actually, I think, pretty recently. This movie was pretty hated when it first came out, and even on Rotten Tomatoes, it's a very negative score. I don't know what the rating is, but this is actually one of Steven Spielberg's, one of his lowest rated movies, and I just don't see why. I like the movie Hook. I like a lot of adaptations of Peter Pan. This is not the best one. I actually think the 2002 or 4 version, whatever, that Disney version, live action one, that was probably one of the best adaptations of Peter Pan, but I do like this movie. I love Dustin Hoffman as Hook. I love Robin Williams as Peter Pan, and you got like Dante Basco as freaking Rufio. He's awesome. There's a lot of corny moments, especially in the third act, but I do like this movie. The comedy's good, the adventure's good, and I enjoy this movie. Some people hate on it, but I love it. It's a movie I've always enjoyed. It's got great nostalgia for me, and yeah, Steven Spielberg did a good job with this movie. Number 8 is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Yes, this is the Ron Howard movie starring Jim Carrey. Yes, a lot of people call this movie ridiculous, especially Doug Walker on Channel Awesome. People think this movie is absolutely stupid. It is incredibly stupid. Of course it is. This movie is really dumb. But I have a lot of fun with this movie, and I do like it. Again, maybe it might be nostalgia, but I really, really enjoyed this movie. The makeup looks great. Jim Carrey is really enjoyable. I do like him as the Grinch, and I like Anthony Hopkins' narration, and the story does seem to drag a bit, but I do like it. The third act of this movie, when they're actually loyal to the source material, the third act of this movie, awesome. And yes, the girl plays Cindy Lou Who, she's annoying, but there's actually some pretty good comedy in this movie, and I thought Ron Howard directed the film part pretty well, and yeah, I liked the Jim Carrey in this movie, and the makeup was good, and it's just a movie I like to watch every Christmas. And again, I saw this movie in theaters, and I loved it as a kid, and I still enjoy it now. It's a pretty stupid movie, but it's a stupid movie that I do like. I see why people hate it, but I really like it, and yeah, I like watching this movie during Christmas time, and yeah, I enjoy it. Sue me, I enjoy How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I know. Coming in number 7 is Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. As you saw in my top 10 guilty pleasures, you should have known this was coming. A lot of people hate this movie, especially Halloween fans. Well, I don't think they all do, but yeah, like a lot of Halloween fans, they think Halloween Resurrection, the Rob Zombie Halloween movies, and this one, I think, are like the stupidest Halloween movies. And honestly, I like a lot of Halloween movies. The only Halloween movies I don't like is Resurrection and the Rob Zombie movies, actually. Those are the only ones I don't like. I don't agree with the Season of the Witch, though. I like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. This is a very fun movie. Yes, it has no Michael Myers, but it's still a really fun movie. I love the tale of it. I love the story of it. The characters are cheesy, but they just work. And that kick-ass song, Happy, Happy Halloween, Halloween, Happy, Happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Coming number 6 is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh my god, people really hate on this movie, and I don't see it. I like this movie. Okay, it is no Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is a fantastic movie. The songs are awesome. The production is awesome. Gene Wilder has always been the best Willy Wonka. No one can beat Gene Wilder. Johnny Depp tries. God, that haircut's awful. And yes, he is annoying at times, but some of his jokes do work, and I love the kids in this movie. I love the modernization of these kids. They're great in Willy Wonka, but I love them in this version, and they're enjoyable. I loved exploring the factory. The production looked much better in this movie. In Willy Wonka, it was really good in Willy Wonka, but it was kind of cheap looking. This one looked really good. It had some nice visuals, and I loved seeing what's his name, Deep Roy as the Oompa Loompas. Again, he's not as good as the orange Oompa Loompas from the original, but I did like it. I love that they explored more of Willy Wonka too. He got actually a lot of character development, which was interesting. And yes, Christopher Lee briefly in this movie, he's awesome. I enjoy this movie. The songs are good. I love these characters. I know Willy Wonka's a bit annoying, but I do enjoy this movie. It's a pretty dark movie at times, but actually Willy Wonka was pretty dark too, because you never knew if those kids lived or died. This one actually shows you if they lived or died, and I did like this movie. Tim Burton did a decent job, and I love Danny Elfman's score, and yeah, I enjoy this movie. People hate on it, but I enjoy it. Coming number 5 is Underworld and Underworld Evolution. Yes, okay, let's get to the Underworld movies first. The first 2, I do like. I know the critics hate all of them. I could see why for 3 and 4, but the first 2 I do enjoy. Underworld, Rise of the Lycans is a pretty stupid movie, and I know they actually went pretty accurate with the backstory of Lucian, but I just don't think the movie was well directed, and I thought the performances were pretty weak in the movie, and I was kind of bored watching it. Underworld Awakening is just a garbage movie. It's bad. The writing, directing, acting, action, everything in that movie is just god-awful. The first 2, though, I do enjoy. I like the mythology of it. I love the story of it. I love how it's shot, too, and the visuals look really, really good in the first 2. I love how bloody the movie is, and I do like these characters. I think Kate Beckinsale is great as this vampire Celine. She's really badass, too. And I do enjoy Scott Speedman as, what's his name, Michael or something? Yeah, he comes to the hybrid and everything. I loved Michael Sheen as Lucian in the first film, and I do enjoy these movies. And yeah, I like the characters, I love the violence, and yeah, I love, it's actually pretty practical too, you know, and the werewolves and stuff. I love that it was practical effects, and they're just fun vampire movies, and I love the action, and I just enjoy the movies. I know that a lot of people hate all 4 Underworld movies. I hate 3 and 4, but the first 2 I do enjoy. I don't see the hate, I enjoy them. Coming number 4 is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Okay. I know this actually has a positive rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but every time I mention that I like this movie, people are like, fuck you, man. You don't know Indiana Jones. You're not a true Indiana Jones fan. I am a true Indiana Jones fan. I grew up with Indiana Jones. I love Indiana Jones. This movie is decent. I do like this movie. This is not the best Indiana Jones movie. It is definitely the weakest out of the 4. Raiders, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade are all far better films than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But I do like the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Yes, Indiana Jones survives a nuclear explosion with a refrigerator. And yes, there's an overuse of CGI. And yes, Kate Blanchett is a god-awful villain. But the movie is still good. It's a lot of fun to watch. The action's great. Harrison Ford's awesome. Shia LaBeouf is actually decent in this movie. I love some of its homages to the previous films. And some of the practical effects do look okay. And I love the action. I love the adventure. And I just love seeing Indiana Jones back and kicking ass. And I do like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Please don't make another Indiana Jones movie. But I do enjoy Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. A lot of people hate it, but I enjoy it. Coming number 3 is Ender's Game. Okay, this movie, I don't get it. I don't understand why people hate this movie. Again, this is like a 58% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I don't get it. Why do people hate this movie? It's a good movie. Asa Butterfield is awesome. Haley Steinfeld is awesome. Harrison Ford is awesome. Viola Davis is awesome. The story's awesome. The premise is awesome. The final act of this movie is intense. The twist is great. I really like this movie. Because people actually didn't really like this movie all that much, they're not even going to make a sequel. Well, actually, I don't know if they're going to make a sequel. Comment below. Are they going to make a sequel? I don't know yet. Comment below, let me know if I'm mistaken. But I haven't heard any sequel talks for this movie. They should. I was just so invested in this movie. I actually genuinely really liked this movie. I love the story of all these kids. I love the premise. I love the futuristic tone. And I just enjoy this movie. I had a lot of fun watching this movie. I don't get the hate for this movie. I like Ender's Game. It's a good movie. The book's good too. What the hell? What the hell the hate? I like this movie. Ender's Game's awesome. It rocks. Coming number 2 is Angels and Demons. Yes, this is another Ron Howard movie. Yes, Angels and Demons. I like Angels and Demons. I did not like the Da Vinci Code, though. Yeah, the first movie, the Da Vinci Code, I didn't think it was all that good. I thought it was really dull. I don't think it stayed true to the book as well, because I actually did enjoy the book, the Da Vinci Code. And I read the Angels and Demons, and it was a good book too. This was actually more loyal to the source material, and it was actually just more fun. It actually had kind of almost like a National Treasure kind of vibe, and I did like it. I liked Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was actually good in the Da Vinci Code, but that was the only thing I liked. He was good in this movie, and I enjoyed his character more, and I liked his character arc in this movie. I loved some of the conspiracies in this movie. I loved Ian McGregor in this movie, and actually had a pretty good twist. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Angels and Demons gets a lot of hate, but I do like it. Hate the Da Vinci Code, yes. I really hate it. I'm all with the people. I'm one of the Da Vinci Code haters, too. I don't like that movie. Angels and Demons, though, I do like. And my number 1 movie that I like, but everyone else hates, is This Is Where I Leave You. Yes, this movie just came out last year, and the negative reviews really kind of upset me, because, yeah, this movie is like in the 40s on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't see why. I really, really liked this movie. I actually related a lot to this movie, because actually what happens to these characters in this movie just happened to me just like a week before I saw this movie, so it really hit close to home with this movie. And actually these characters are my family. Like, I'm almost like Jason Bateman in this movie. My sister is a lot like Tina Fey in this movie, and my older brother is a lot like Adam Driver in this movie, and my other brother is like what's his name, the bald guy in this movie. Yeah, basically that is my family. I have 2 brothers and a sister. Jason Bateman has 2 brothers and a sister, and basically that is like all of us. Even my mother is almost like Jane Fonda in this movie. No boob job though. But yeah, this family was like my family, and I related so much to this movie. And I did like the comedy, and I did like the drama. It was a bit formulaic and pretty predictable, and some things just didn't add up. But I did like this movie, and I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people hated it, but I really liked it. This Is Where I Leave You was a very underrated movie of 2014. It wasn't the best movie of 2014, but a very underrated movie, and I did like it. I know people hated it, but I enjoyed it. So yeah, that was the list of my top 10 movies that I enjoy, but everyone else hates. So yeah, please comment below, give me your list. What are some movies that you like, but everyone else seems to hate? Give me your top 10 list. Curious to know. I won't judge you, I promise. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel. Enjoy the dark side.